pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Dean, would you please call roll?
Councilmember White.
Here.
Councilmember Cook.
Excuse.
Councilmember Fairley.
Here.
Councilmember Osborne.
Excused.
Councilmember Thomas.
Here.
Okay, I'll make a motion to excuse Councilmember Cook and Councilmember Osborne.
I'll second.
Thank you. Motion and second to excuse the council members. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Thank you. Presentation, we're going to swear in Officer
Come on up. Where do you want? Okay. So, council, as promised, before you is our newest member of the 18, Ruhan Yi. Ruhan, why don't you tell the council a little bit about yourself?
Well, I was originally born in Taiwan. I came to this country when I was 6, and I'm from Texas originally, and I moved here to Washington in 2008. And I've been in this field for a long time, and I'm only Algona just 2 weeks now.
So, city clerk's gonna swear you in.
Okay, we'll do this again, okay? Okay. Right now. I, Ruhan Ye,
I, Ruhan Ye,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will be alert and vigilant
that I will be alert and vigilant
to enforce the criminal laws
to enforce the criminal laws
of this state,
of the state,
that I will not be influenced
that I will not be influenced
in any matter
in any matter
on account of personal bias
on account of personal bias
or prejudice,
or prejudice,
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
execute the duties
execute the duties
of my office
of my office
as a law enforcement officer
as a law enforcement officer
according to the best of my skill,
according to the best of my skill,
abilities,
abilities,
and judgment,
and judgment,
so help me God.
so help me God. Congratulations.
At my report, I'll talk a little bit more about Ruhan and you're good?
Thank you, council.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
I was hoping Chris Gomez would be here tonight. Chris has been a great addition to the city. He still is a great addition to the city. He's not feeling good today. But we do want to present him with the Blue Heron Award. The Blue Heron Award is presented for Chris Gomez in appreciation for his outstanding service and dedication to the city of Algona. Chris has been an instrumental force in fostering community functions throughout our city, truly embodying the spirit of togetherness and support that defines us. As one of the first volunteer drivers for the community transfer program, he selflessly dedicated his time and energy to ensure that residents had access to vital transportation services. His willingness to lend a hand is legendary. He's always the first to reach out to someone in need, showcasing his deep commitment to helping others. One of the notable contributions is his involvement in the development of the Algona Pacific Domestic Violence Task Force. He played a key role in organizing the Purple Light Nights 5K fundraising event, where he and Danielle whipped up a delicious pasta spread that fed over 100 participants. This act not only nourished those in attendance, but also strengthens the bonds within our community. Currently serving as a planning commissioner, Chris has invested countless hours in working on our comprehensive plan, ensuring that our city grows and evolves in ways that benefit us all. For many years, he's been an active voice for the community, advocating eradicating issues that matter to all of us. His unwavering dedication is something we can never thank him enough for. So, next time he shows up I'm gonna do it again, but Chris is a great guy, he's a good friend, and he deserves the support, so thank you so much.
I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda to include removing item 9C, Junior Ambassador Resolution, and replacing it with the Easy Fiber franchise agreement. And then add middle housing ordinance item to item 12A.
I'll second.
I have a motion to amend the agenda. I don't want to repeat all that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Thank you.
I make a motion we approve the agenda as modified.
I'll second.
Motion to second to approve the agenda as modified. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Passed. Thank you.
I make a motion we approve the consent agenda.
Second. I have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Are there any questions? Everybody look it over. Somebody signed it. Thank you very much. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Passed. Thank you. Reports, Mr. White.
Since our last meeting, I have attended, the first thing that I attended was the conference, the AWC annual conference, and we also had the SCA School and Cities in our vicinity. I also attended the Sound Transit Coffee with Dal Constantine, and during that time frame, he indicated that there would be transportation between the local areas and the new light rail and Federal Way. He didn't say when, and didn't say when that light rail was going to open, but he said he'd let us know by August. And I also attended the PICS, SCA PICS meeting, and they discussed a new sales tax may go into effect, and also a defense attorney decrease in caseload, and that's also being discussed. And I've sent the council members and the admin a copy of the email discussing that, and I really think that's all.
Thank you very much, Councilor Cole. Councilor Fairley.
I didn't do nothing like that. Just went to work. I want to thank you for your email. That was very informative. I read that. That's good information. No, I've been just been busy at work. Nothing to report.
Thank you, sir. Councilor Thomas.
Yes, thank you for the email, so that keeps us up to date for sure. And that's all. I don't have any other.
Mr. Public Works Director, John.
Good evening, Council. The wetland project is on schedule right now. We've had some problems with dewatering because we've had a beaver dam there. We finally got an HBA to remove the beaver dam or notch it down this morning or late on Friday. So our public works guys went out there and everything is flowing and water levels are certainly coming down. They will be starting on the boardwalk later this week. And so things are going to be moving very quickly here. The water storage purchase, we have a draft ILA from City of Auburn that we'll be reviewing, and then filing for a low-interest loan from Public Works Board. It'll be 2.2% over 20 years. The lights around the warehouses that hadn't been working since, I think, 2018, we got insurance of $37,000. We've already received a check. The total bid to replace all the wiring is $51,000. So they're proceeding on that. The mayor signed the contract for the CCTVing, so we'll be starting soon on that. The truck sign that we would be putting on Ellingston is over there in the corner. I think it's large enough, so we'll be checking with Pacific and making sure everything is okay, and then we'll get the rest of them. That was just one example. The mayor signed the rate study with for the stormwater and sewer rate study, so that is proceeding. The next is the second page there. The mayor signed a purchase and sales agreement for 3511, and the owner has signed that as well this morning. We're reviewing the critical area map for the city. We've already, there was one property we've already removed from the critical areas because we have two wetland biologists saying it's not wetland. So we'll be reviewing other areas as well. The spoils along the 167 ditch, when we removed the debris and mud from the channel along the 167, we have to take that dirt out of there now, and so we're going to be starting on that on Thursday, I believe. So that should take a week or two to do. We're getting a lot of garbage at Chicago and Boundary, and I've talked to the chief. He's made some recommendations. We'll be requesting police reports from here on, because we've been finding washers, dryers, just all sorts of garbage there almost every day. We'll be sampling for lead and copper as annual review requires. We're also looking at the HADU right now, going through everything, getting estimates of what it would cost to remodel that dwelling, appraisal on what it's worth. So we're moving ahead with that. And then
Can you explain on that a little more? I think you're freaking the council out.
on the HADU?
Yeah, the remodeling aspect.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have to prove that it costs at least 50% of the value of the building to remodel before we can order demolition on that building. Do you have questions on that? Sorry. If I freaked out the city administrator, I guess.
No. I looked up and saw the reactions, and I think if you.
I just have, we have to be able to prove that it's going to cost at least 50% of the value of the property. So we're well on our way to doing that. NPDS. We have to, as part of our NPDS program, demonstrate that we're reducing pollution. And this is, there's a number of ways we can do that. They all cost money. So we've come up with our yellow flag idea. And another city apparently has done it as well, I found out. So we're going to go around to the parks and trails, plant yellow flags where we find dog poop, and then put out signs, don't be a yellow flag. And then we are going to educate people during the Algona days, and then do it again later in September and see how many yellow flags we get. So hopefully that'll comply. Pardon me?
Some goes down in my yard.
Yeah, we do.
I'm sorry, we're going to focus on the parks. All right, thank you. I just thought I'd give you an update where we are with grants and loans. So we have a grant for Cherry Park. It was $250,000. We didn't spend it all, so we requested a change in scope to include a fence around the pond, to take some of the money and fix up the 167 ditch between the fence line, just west of the fence line. So we'll be spending some of the money there. We also allocated about $47,000 to city labor for doing some of that work. So we should be able to get some money back as well. We have a legislative grant of $233,000. Instead of doing engineering work at down by 11th Avenue to determine if we can build a pump station, we are using that money to buy, if approved, to buy 35 11th. Then we have an opportunity fund of $120,000. It's from King County as well. We have to request permission to use it for what we want to use it for. Again, we're going to apply that to 35 11th. So we won't have to take, if approved, we wouldn't have to take money out of the storm fund to do so. Earlier this year, we submitted for King County Parks Grant $250,000 to help bolster the wetland grants that we already have. We're still waiting to hear word from that. We submitted $200,000 Safe Streets for All study. We should hear later this fall about that. If we're able to get that money, then and we have a study done, then next year is the last year we can apply for an implementation grant, because the grant cycle runs out for those grants next year. And then we submitted to King County Flood Control District $330,000 for a pump station at 35 11th to engineer that as well. And this, before middle of August, we'll be applying for a TIB grant for 3 overlay sections. And I've provided the map there for you to take a look at. I know it only shows 2, but it's actually split up into 3 different categories. And then we'll be submitting by beginning of August a Public Works Board application for the water storage at with the City of Auburn. That's all I have.
Good evening, Council, Mayor. If I could take a point of personal privilege before I begin my report and just echo, I know Mr. Gomez is not here, but him receiving the Blue Heron Award, I can't think of a more deserving community member here in Algona. Anytime we've ever asked him to do something for the city, he's been there. He is very passionate about it when he does it. And from myself and the rest of the A team, I just want to acknowledge all the great work he's done and want to say well deserved. So in my report, again, I want to say congratulations to Officer Ruhan Yi. She was sworn in tonight. She comes to us from the city of Tacoma. She has a lot of life experience. She has a lot of valuable experience, believe it or not. She spent time as she stayed with the Department of Corrections as a community corrections officer. She also has a master's degree in psychology. And, you know, she's the right fit for the philosophy we have over at the police department. So I'm very excited. She's currently in her first phase of field training, month 1, phase 1. And that is with Officer Gerard on day shift, front side of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and every other Wednesday. Also, I want to say congratulations to Officer Lee and Officer Lyons, who you saw a minute ago. They're both on their own in the shadow phase of field training, and they're out there doing the job and just being monitored by the sergeant. Doing good so far. I'm very proud of them. It also helps out with the bottom line, less overtime. Updates on court costs. So this is not good news. After I gave my presentation, we received the final bill from King County, and it was extremely big. And so, but going through that, I'm not giving you the figure tonight because going through that, we're starting to see a number of cases that we got billed for that were not in the city of Algona, not in our jurisdiction. And the court has always been the person that monitors what court, who pays for what. And so we've requested a meeting with the court staff and the city prosecutor. So those meetings will be going on. I should have a final figure after those meetings, but court costs are gone up considerably. We've been with King County, as my presentation showed, for a little over 3 years now, and they continue to grow. As we make it through this budget season, I strongly recommend we start looking at alternatives, because I don't see the cost of King County going down at all. And so we need to have good discussions, productive discussions about what court looks like moving forward. So just that's on the horizon. Vehicles and equipment improvements. I don't know if you had a chance to see the Veterans Appreciation Vehicle, but it's done now. Has a push bumper on the front. Has all the armed services along the back. It's completely striped. It's going to be issued out to Officer Rosario. He is a veteran himself. And so I'm very excited about that and get that going and getting that out on the road. We're definitely going to enter in the Veterans Day parade over in Auburn. And so I've had a few chiefs take a look at it already and go, hey, where did you get that done at? So anyway, I thought it was cool. The other thing that I'm working on this week, switching internet services in the cars to a cellular router. And not to get too techy, but it creates a secure link to dispatch. Currently, we use a VPN. The cellular routers have a built-in secure link. So the cost of a city owning a VPN service now goes away. So NetMotion, for those of you that have experienced trying to log on with that NetMotion, no longer going to happen for the city. The police department was the last reason we still had that. And now that we're installing these routers in the cars, they're going away. We initially paid $5,000 for the routers, but T-Mobile has reimbursed us all $5,000, and we're doing the install internally and to save costs there as well. 4th of July. So I broke down the numbers. So the first number I'll start with, we had 15 related fireworks calls from July 2nd to July 6th. So basically a long weekend. Out of those, we had 4 that were outside the city. We had 7 warnings for minor. And I watched some of the body cam video. We found little kids on the trail shooting fireworks. So we took them, we warned them. And I agree with my officer's decision. The ticket was not warranted. We're not going to ticket a 12-year-old. Right? That being said, we did adjudicate 4 major fireworks calls. As you can see in the report, during that same time, I went ahead and pulled the numbers. We had 81 other calls for service during that weekend. Out of those, we responded to the city of Pacific. We responded to the city as Pacific 15 calls. Out of those 15 calls, we wrote 5 case reports in the city of Pacific. And then we wrote 15 calls in the city of Algona. So, it was a busy weekend, but, and those calls that were in the city and that we handled in Pacific, they ranged from shooting to domestic violence calls. So it was a hopping weekend, 4th of July weekend in both cities. If you guys remember, there was shooting up on 167. We got called to assist to that as well. So very busy weekend. Other than that, I'll stand for any questions.
In the past week, we've had some mailbox break-ins. And I understand they came real close to catching them.
Correct. So in the morning, right before shift change, got a call to your street, and we had a vehicle that we identified and a male driver. However, we do not pursue for property crimes. And so it took off at a high rate of speed, left, went south on Main, went down First Avenue, and out the city on West Valley at a high rate of speed. My officer made the right decision, did not pursue, we'll catch him later. But we do have some ring camera video. Not only did they hit your street, but they hit 4th Avenue South, and we're canvassing the area now. And we have a good vehicle picture, and we'll just work the evidence. So.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions?
Just the veterans park here now.
Yeah, it's right up back. Totally done. After council stopped by, it's looking sharp.
Check it out.
Mr. White?
Is it gonna be in the Algona parade?
Absolutely, it's going to lead the Algona Day Parade.
All set? Yes, sir.
All right. Well, first I want to start with a thank you for amending the agenda. Those items we added are pretty important to have on there, so thank you again. You have your Algona Day final flyer in front of you. Let me know if you want copies to share. If you want to get the word out. It's going to be a big event this year. We have Coco Joe's hosting a beer garden right next to the live music in Waffle Park. We have a car show coming in that will actually have awards for the cars participating, and the entire street of Ward Street will be vendors again, and all the kids' activities here in Matchett Park. And then a little recent addition that we decided to do. This year is 70 years since we've incorporated, so we're going to do a mini museum in the community center. So if you have any city-related memorabilia you'd like on display or you could share with us, that would be awesome. 75 years is just around the corner too, so we're probably going to do something even bigger 5 years from now, but yeah. With that said, I also provided you the 2026 budget calendar. You'll see next workshop is our budget retreat. And today I sent out to department heads their budget worksheet, so they're going to start working on that. We'll have our budget retreat, and then we should have preliminary numbers in the works during the month of August and hit the ground running with the budget. We just had our first community cleanup this weekend, huge success. I do want to do a special shout out to, everyone works very hard, but Suzanne, who lives on Clay Street, she killed it. She was hardworking. I think I got some support in that. She really worked hard. Our next one is August 9th in Waffle Park and part of Interurban Trail. We're going to get that gazebo that's further down from Waffle Park as well. We'll clean up that area. If you want to sign up, there's a Google Forms on our website, as well as Facebook. Yes. I think that's it. Oh, this weekend we have the color run, and we also have Friday night is moving. Other than that,
Questions? I fortunately was on vacation, but I did attend the cleanup. My wife and I showed up, had a good time. People that had been talking at bus stops got to know each other again, which was good. Everybody worked hard. It was warm, and but we got it all done. It was a good time. Anybody have any questions for me? Thank you. Audience participation. The City Council encourages public participation during meetings of the City Council and welcomes your comments. This time is set aside for you to speak to the City Council on any issue. The Council ordinarily takes non-agenda matters under advisement before taking action. You are also invited to comment on action items as they are considered during the meeting. Individual speakers will be limited to 3 minutes each in addressing the City Council. When addressing the City Council, please speak clearly and audibly and state your name and address for the record.
I just have a question.
Yes.
Jessica Parker, 134 8th Avenue North. So we had, like, in the budget meeting, or, well, I don't know what meeting it was, but it's the one for the, like, what we're gonna do with Algona over the next year. How do we get a crosswalk? How can I get a crosswalk on my street? Because, like, we have different stuff, like overlays, new sidewalks, things like that. But how can I get something, like, from my side of 8th Avenue North to the other side of 8th Avenue North? So I don't know if, like, I mean, I know it seems simple, like, just throw some lines down there. But I'm sure we have to, like, you know, do an environmental impact study on the lines on the road or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how it works, but I was just interested in that.
I don't think we would have to have a study for a crosswalk in 8th Avenue.
You don't know.
By state law, so you're talking at the intersection going north and south?
Yeah, just on my street, so I can
We
cross
just
the
have,
street at the side.
unless you know of anything different, Councilmember Thomas, state law, that is a crosswalk. That's already
Okay.
designated. It's not a marked crosswalk. So if you're requesting that it be marked, I'm sure John can help you out with that.
I would like to. Thank you.
Be careful.
Thank you, I will.
So it's a lot easier to put them in than to take them out.
Correct.
So once they're in,
Correct.
you really have to justify we want to take it out.
Correct.
Someday those stop signs might not be there.
Thank you.
John, please put those in. Anybody else have any questions? I did want to, I wish somebody would ask me about remember 4th Avenue in Maine, 4th and Maine? Put them in the
Catch basin?
catch basin.
Yes.
Yeah. When do you plan to do that, John?
I will have to get back to you.
I'll let him know, because that is a commitment that I made.
We are, it is on our list of items to do. It will be in before the end of August. Is that okay?
Okay.
We're shorthanded.
Before the rainy season.
Yes, yeah, we are very shorthanded. It's on the record now.
Anybody else have any comments, questions? Move on to discussion items, resolution 1300-25, reestablishing the community center advisory board.
Alright, so back in 2023, I presented council with the Community Center Advisory Board ad hoc committee, and it did sunset at the end of 24, and we would like to bring it back. I've been getting a lot of public input on what citizens would like to see out of our community center. And it would be nice to have this board back together and actually survey the community and see what should be coming out of our community center and what services we can provide. So that's what this resolution is bringing back the ad hoc committee. Any questions?
I think it's a good idea. Go on.
Absolutely. I did do it for a longer period of time. I did it through the end of 27.
So how many members?
What was that?
How many members are you going to go on, or is that?
3 is a quorum. I want to say we did 5 total. We do encourage more than 5. I mean, we'll have 5 members, but we still want the public to participate, so more than 5 is welcome.
I'm all in favor.
What does ad hoc mean?
Temporary. So yes, this is through the end of 2027. This last one we only did for 1.5 years. This is for 2.5 years. That's great.
Any questions?
Do you have enough
Yes. Yep, the same group as well as a couple other folks that have said they'd be interested.
Item B is ordinance number 1256-25, closing the unemployment and explorer funds.
Alright, so this is an administrative thing that we should have done a long time ago, but we're just now getting around to it. The unemployment trust fund is actually general fund related stuff, so it doesn't make sense for us to have a separate fund when we already have the general fund. So all we're doing is just putting that back into the general fund. Right now, there's a balance of $15,441 in the unemployment trust fund that would be going back into the general fund for unemployment expenses. The other is the Explorer program. That program's no longer around, so we'd be transferring the $28,000 back into the general fund as well. Which in the future, this is a general fund expense. Again, something we could just keep in the general fund if we ever bring it back as a separate line. Any questions?
Good job.
Item C is the Easy Fiber franchise agreement.
All right, so we have recently done Ziply Fiber. We're still waiting for a response from Comcast on the PEG fee. This is now the Easy Fiber's reached out, and we also have AT&T in the process as well. I will probably have it ready for you at the next council meeting. So a lot of franchise agreements going on, which is great. We want to be able to give as many options as we can in the community for these services. This draft is modeled off of the Ziply franchise agreement that was passed recently. We're still waiting for their response to see if they have anything they want to add to the agreement or any pushback from them. So this is just to get it on your radar. Take your time reading through it. We'll bring it back at the next meeting. And if there's any changes, I'll let you know. I did talk to their rep today, and he didn't seem like he would have any issues with the draft that we've already sent to him. This one here. And if you want, I can have Emily come back and present. But again, it's the same thing as the Ziply, so just let me know.
Any questions? There's no new business, old business. Meter reading system upgrade.
Thank you. During this study session, we had a presentation from Ferguson's about the automated water meter collection system called Census FlexNet. The staff is recommending that we proceed with the purchase of the system.
I make a motion to approve the purchase of the Census FlexNet system.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the Census FlexNet advanced metering infrastructure upgrade. Are there any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Abstentions? Pass. Item 12, ordinances and resolutions. Ordinance number 1255-25, middle housing.
Do you have John with our planning group here? You just want to give a quick summary?
A very quick summary.
Okay.
So, John Greenwood, EJ Municipal, on-call planning consultant for the city, here for the third and final touch. The attachment in your packet is the same documentation that was presented to you last time I was here. We received no comments regarding SEPA, regarding Department of Commerce review, externally from the public as well, except for 3 members of the public saying, we'd like this passed, please let us know when it passes. Other than that, no changes have been made. The city attorney has no further comments on this. I haven't received anything from the city staff either, so that is all that I have to report on this time.
So I make a motion to approve ordinance number 1255-25.
I'll second.
A motion and a second to approve ordinance number 1255-25, middle housing. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Abstention passed. Next workshop,
Budget retreat.
that's next week, not prior to the next meeting.
No, that's the workshop time, on the 28th.
Anything for the good of the order?
No, good.
Any other comments?